We'll get you back to North Dakota State, South Dakota State in just a minute. But first, some future college football players. It was high school night on Friday. We'll get you caught up on all the highlights, the big games from around the area. We had a 400-yard rusher, a number 2 team beating a number 1 team, and a Tiger who can play a trumpet. Yes, we'll explain in just a minute. Let's go to the video. We start with the best game of the night. It was in Fargo, where number 1, Bismarck, took on Fargo South. Early on, no score in this one. James Johannesson, this guy has gone for 854 yards rushing coming into the game. A 55-yard touchdown right here. South up 7-0. This one would go back and forth. Bismarck gets a big pass from Hayden Gibson, 67 yards to John Thoraldson. That tied it at 7. Johannesson comes back for Fargo South, this time on the reverse to Ty Brooks. He brings it back all the way to the house, 15-7, South with the lead. But the story in this game was Ricky Galindo. He ran it up, folks. Not 100 yards, not 200, not 300, 410 yards rushing for Ricky Galindo in just his second game back with Bismarck this year, and that would vault the Demons to a win, 55-49. What a game in Fargo. Now we move to Bismarck. The best game on the west half of the state. It was Jamestown visiting Century, and rain definitely was a factor in this game. Some first downs are conventional, folks, but this one was not. Ethan Gumke fumbles. It pops up. Quarterback Ross Monson, he carries it beyond the 6, gets a first down. The Pats, however, had trouble keeping onto the ball in the rain. They lost one here, but they got some back as well. They scored 17 points off of turnovers to somehow get the victory against Jamestown, 31-6. We move to South Dakota now, where we have the number 1 team versus the number 2 team in Madison in Class 11A of all places. Madison hasn't been good for a while. This year, trust me, they are. The Bulldogs' air attack was in full swing. Jacob Giles finds Preston Nordling for a 90-yard touchdown. This was their 3rd touchdown of the game, putting them up 24-7. But no lead was safe with West Central. West Central came coming back in the 4th quarter. They scored not 1, but 2 touchdowns to make this interesting. It was 24-21 when Madison closes it out in the final moment, getting a couple first downs on the last drive of the game to close it out. They get the win, 24-21. Their quarterback, Jacob Giles, goes 11 of 23, 294 yards, and 3 touchdowns. We caught up with him after the game.
Well, beating a number 1 team, you're always going to get a lot of confidence, but like Coach said, it's the 5th game of the season. We still got a long season left. We got more goals, and we're just going to keep working hard.
We hung on for life there at the end, but Mason Himmer ran the ball. We got us some vital first downs, and we were able to eat the clock up and take a knee, and I'm so proud of our guys and happy for them.
And the number 1 team in the class, Lincoln, fired off 20 points in a row to start this game, up 20-0 against Brookings. Brookings tried to make a comeback. Tyler Hansen right here finds Tyler Madler on the touchdown catch. But in the end, this was Caden Quintanilla's night. 29 carries, 215 yards. Here's one of his touchdowns. 473 yards of offense for Lincoln, and they get the 28-7 win on the road. In an 11 AAA battle, we had Brandon Valley going up against Washington. It was Jake Como, the junior for Brandon Valley, who started to steal this show. He throws to A.J. Garrow, who is back from injury, makes a fantastic touchdown catch to get Brandon Valley off to an early lead. And you'll never guess what happens next. That's right, Como finds Garrow, another stellar touchdown catch. It was this way all night, folks. The Lynx jump all over the Warriors, 56-14. And in Harrisburg, as promised, we have a Tiger playing the trumpet. Let's get things started. Watertown's Logan Gabriel. He panics, tries to throw the ball away, but Patrick Weavers intercepts it. He gets a pick 6. This might be a big night for homecoming, folks. Harrisburg upset-minded. Again, it's Logan Gabriel. This time, targets Jess Poppin, who catches this in the end zone for the touchdown to give Watertown a 3-point edge. That's what they would keep the score at, getting the 17-14 victory on the road. This is just a sample of some of the highlights we have on Varsity Sports Now every week. Wednesdays, 7:30, we get you caught up on all the high school action across North and South Dakota. Stay tuned. We'll get you right back to Jackrabbit and Bison football right after this.